Hello everyone, I'm Tiffany and I am a first year, 5th grade teacher in Nebraska. So it is actually the weekend and I decided to come in just because I wanted to drop off some books that I got over the weekend. I hit up like 3 Goodwills and I got so many books. I got like 42 books for less than $40, which is amazing. And then I also had some books that were donated to me from some other teachers that I work with. And so I thought it would be fun to just do a little haul for y'all, except it's not little, it is a huge haul, but there are quite a few series in here and I'm just so excited about all the books that I have for my kids. I think it is so amazing to just build my classroom library. It's just such an awesome feeling. I have a lot of kids who love to read, which I love, so a lot of them ask for silent reading time and a lot of them are so engaged whenever I'm doing a read aloud and everything like that. So I'm very excited for all of these books. I have a lot to get through, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So the first series I'm going to start with is Harry Potter. I actually had a student who requested that I get the Harry Potter books, so I'm so excited. These are actually donated to me. I don't have them all. I am missing the second one and the last one, so I am going to have to figure out where I can get those from. I was hoping that I could find, just some stragglers at Goodwill, but unfortunately didn't have any luck with that. But I'm so happy that I was able to get 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 donated to me before I even went and sought out the books. So super happy about this. Another series I got was Wings of Fire. I actually had never heard of this series, but I have one student that loves this series. So he is actually on book 11, which I haven't been able to find, but I think I got this graphic novel. So this is the second book, this same book, and this is just it in graphic novel form, but I got books 1 through 4 and then 7 and 13. So 1 through 4 I actually found at Goodwill, and then I did find number 7 at Goodwill as well, and then the 13th book and then the graphic novel version of book 2 I was actually donated. Even though I didn't get number 11, which my student is on, I think it's awesome that if anybody else wants to go ahead and start the series, I do have 1 through 4. So I think that's awesome, and I don't know, maybe I'll have to try and read one of these books and see what it's all about, because I have no idea. I also found all of these 39 Clues books at Goodwill. I was amazed that they had so many. I actually already have a few of these on my shelf, and I have at least one student that's been checking them out and reading them. So I'm happy that I was able to find more. I have these 1 through 6 that are all part of the Cahills versus Vesper series, and then I have these ones that are just the first books in another series that are all related to 39 Clues. So I have no idea what this series is about, but I know that there's so many and there's so many series within the series and all that good stuff. So happy that I was able to get my hands on these. I think they were all $1 at Goodwill, so not a bad price at all. Another series I got was Pretty Little Liars. I only have, I know that this is the first book and I think this is the second book, but these two I think are like way later in the series, so I may have to try and see if I can find more toward the beginning of the series. But whenever I was student teaching, a lot of the girls in the class were super interested in reading these books, so I'm happy I was able to snag these at Goodwill. Let's see, this one was 59 cents and then this one was $1. So all 3 of these were all 59 cents, and then the hardback one was $1. So definitely a steal. I also grabbed a couple Minecraft books. These were both $1 each. I know that I have a few students in the class that are super into video games, and whenever I was student teaching, these handbooks were definitely a hit with a lot of the students in the class. So glad I was able to find both of these. And then I also found a couple Dork Diaries books. I'm pretty sure I already have this one on my shelf, but this is a new one. So I'm excited to continue, just grabbing more of these. I was hoping I would be able to find more because I think I have 3 Dork Diaries books on my shelves already, and all 3 of them have been checked out, and I have one student who already finished reading the one that she checked out. So I'm excited that I was able to grab a couple more, even though I already have this one on my shelf. So I did have a couple Star Wars books that were donated to me. This one and this one were both donated to me, and then I found this one at Goodwill for $1. And I know that quite a few of the students are super into Star Wars. I've never watched Star Wars. I know nothing about Star Wars, but since they are into it, I'm excited to have these on my shelves, and hopefully they will be popular with my students. And speaking of things that I've never heard of, Legend of Korra. I have quite a few students who are interested in watching this for lunch. They were outvoted, so we're watching something else for lunch, but I think this will probably be next on our list. So I have these 2 Legend of Korra books. One of them I found at Goodwill, and one of them was donated to me. And then this is not Legend of Korra, but it's another Nickelodeon series. I'm not really sure what this is, but I don't know. It looks kind of younger, but maybe one of the students will be interested in it. I also found Mockingjay. Usually anytime I find some part of a series that is super popular, I go ahead and try to grab it. I don't have the rest of the series, so I don't know that I'll put this on my shelf yet, but if I'm able to get the rest of the series, then I will definitely put this out for the kiddos. Margaret Peterson Haddix is a super popular author with this age group, so I am very happy that I was able to get both of these. This one I think was donated to me, but then I found this one at Goodwill for $1. I do have it. I might have this one already on my shelf, but whenever I was student teaching, I actually read my first Margaret Peterson Haddix book, and it was really good, and I had one student who requested that I get more of her books, so here we go, starting it. Beverly Cleary was one of my favorites growing up, so I was very excited about getting all of these. All 3 of these books were donated to me from another teacher I work with. So I have Rigsby, Runaway Ralph. I loved this book when I was younger, and Mouse and the Motorcycle, so good. And then also Henry and the Clubhouse. This is an older book. I don't think I've read this one, but since I have these 2, I figured we'd, just put them all out. These are a few more classics that I was able to get my hands on. So if you watched my second week of school vlog, I was generously gifted this series, this group of books, all by Evie White, and it's Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little, and The Trumpet of the Swan, and I'm so happy, and I'm still just touched that someone decided to gift these to me, and I just think it's so kind. So I'm very happy about opening this up and offering it to my students to read. And I also got this Judy Blume book. I loved Judy Blume growing up, so I'm hoping that some of my students will as well. I never actually read Super Fudge, so I may need to actually read this before I put it on the shelf, but I am so excited that I was able to find this. It was only 59 cents at Goodwill. And then I got 5 Roald Dahl books. This was the only one that I bought. It's Boy, but all 4 of these were actually donated to me. So we have The Twins, Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and James and the Giant Peach. So all of these books I was literally so excited to find at Goodwill. Well, this is the only one that was actually gifted to me, but I was so happy that I was gifted this, and so I wanted to include it in this little I'm super excited about all these books category. And this is Hoot. And this is just an old school book that I remember reading whenever I was younger. And so I hope that some of the kids pick this one up. But some of the other books that I was just so excited to find are A Wrinkle in Time. And I love this updated cover. I think that these students will really like it since the movie came out and it's like the Disney cover. I remember reading this for school whenever I was in either elementary or middle school. I don't remember which. And then The One and Only Ivan, I've heard so many people talking about this book, and I was shocked whenever I was able to find it at Goodwill. It was only 59 cents. Like, what a steal. Seriously, if you are a teacher and you are not hitting up your local Goodwill, you definitely need to go because you never know what you can find in there. And Wonder. Oh my gosh, so I actually haven't read this book and I've been wanting to for so long. And now I found this one so that the students can read it from my library. So very happy about that. And The Isle of the Lost, I was so happy about finding this book. I've actually been wanting to read this book for quite some time, a couple years since it came out, and I never have. I have read Melissa de la Cruz before. I can't remember what I've read from her, but I know that I've read something from her before. But I found this at Goodwill for only $1, and it's in a great condition. So the rest of the books I found are mostly ones that I never heard of or ones that were donated and I didn't look through, so I didn't categorize them, or just random books that I found. So I'm just gonna run through all of the rest of them very quickly. So all of the ones here are Scholastic books. We have Surrounded by Sharks by Michael Northrup, Staking a Claim, The Journal of Wong Ming Chung, a Chinese Miner, California, 1852 by Lawrence Yep, Gamer Army by Trent Reedy, Sleuth or Dare Partners in Crime by Kim Harrington, A Million Ways Home by Diana Dorissy Wingett, Family Game Night and Other Catastrophes by Mary E. Lambert, The Tale of Emily Winsnap by Liz Kessler. I found this Sports Heroes and Legends book about Derek Jeter, Hideout by Gordon Corman, A Tale of Highly Unusual Magic by Lisa Papademetrio, Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funk, and Dirt by Denise Gossliner Orenstein. So the rest of the books that I have are just ones that didn't fit in a category while I was trying to figure out how I was going to share this video and share all the books in this video. So we're just gonna go for it. These are all just random ones, random books. So first I have The White Draft by Lauren St. John. And actually, whenever I was student teaching, this was one of the books that the students read during literature circles. I did not read this book. I read 2 other books, but the students that were in the group reading this book really enjoyed it. And then we have The Swiss Family Robinson, definitely a classic. The Mysterious Benedict Society and The Perilous Journey by Trenton Lee Stewart. And I actually have one of these books on my shelf already. I'm not sure which one, but now I have 2. Big Nate Strikes Again, and I actually just ordered another book, I think for 50 cents from a seller, and it's another Big Nate book, so I'll have 2 books in this series soon. The Penderwicks at Point Muette, is that how you say it? Muette? By Jean Birdsall. And this is just a novelization of the movie Jurassic World. And then I was donated this cute little Pokemon comics book. It's like pocket comics. Skinny Bones by Barbara Park. And then I have a couple Flat Stanleys. I think Flat Stanley might be a little young for them, but I don't know. There might be a couple students that enjoy this. Maybe they want to be nostalgic. I think this is, let's see, this is 12, 13, and 14 in the series. And then the last 5 books are all just non-fiction books. These were all donated. So the first one is this book about Martin Luther King Jr. And this is a what if book, and it is what if an asteroid hit Earth. I have quite a few students who are into cats, so I think they'll be excited about these 2 books. This is a National Geographic Kids about cats, and then Kitty Secrets, and then just a Children's World Atlas. So those are all the books in my book haul today. I have ordered a couple more online, but I just thought that this was already so huge, so I would go ahead and film this haul. I will put some links in the description about some of my favorite places to get books. Again, most of these were from Goodwill, but a good portion of them were also donated. And then I was also gifted one. As I mentioned, I'm so excited about growing my classroom library. One of my biggest things is, one of my biggest dreams is to just have a beautiful big classroom library. One of my classroom libraries that I envy is elementary in the Mitten. She has a wonderful, beautiful, huge classroom library, and I know that she was collecting books for her classroom library for like years, and I literally just started buying from my classroom library while I was student teaching pretty much. So overall, you know, I am very happy with the growth of my classroom library, and I'm so appreciative of everyone who has donated and gifted me books. It's so kind, and I know that my students will be so excited about all of the new books in my classroom library. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!